Welcome to Celtic. Jahmai Simpson-Pusey joins on a season-long loan deal according to Fabrizo Romano and a few others including Sky Sports. Is this the centre-back Celtic should actually be going for though? I'm not too sure because he's only made 6 appearances for the Manchester's first team, however Player of the Year in Premier League 2, so he's far too good enough to not be playing men's football, but is he at the level to take that left centre-back slot? The good thing for him and the good thing for Manchester City and the good thing for Celtic is that slot's still available. Liam Scales hasn't tied that down. Austin Trusty, that joined on a big fee last summer, hasn't made it his own. There's even a tiny minority that shouts that Dane Murray should be developed into that centre-back to play alongside Carter Vickers and potentially take over from him eventually. However, will that happen? I don't think so. I think Dane Murray will possibly go back out on loan. I don't think he'll want to be the 4th or 5th choice centre-back. We've already seen Navrosky go out on loan this season. Lagerbielke has left. So we've already had a few departures in that area, and Jahmai is hopefully the man to make the left centre-back slot his own. Liam Scales has improved massively since he joined the club, but at the level to take us further, no. He's more than capable to play in the Scottish Premiership, but for those European nights and those big moments, no. Austin Trusty at times has shown that he can be that next level of centre-half, however it's inconsistent of being that level, because at other times of the season you're like, Liam Scales looks better than this boy, and Liam Scales, as I've said, is more than capable domestically, but he's nowhere near that next level of centre back to take the club forward. So Jahmai comes in, and that's the positive for him, is that he's this young guy who's coming in confidence of being the best player in the reserve league last year. Already made a handful of appearances in the Champions League, in the Premier League and in the Cup competition for Manchester City. So he comes in with a little tiny bit of experience of being around those good players. He would have been training with that level of players, so hopefully that adds to him, because he's got the confidence of playing in the reserve league but training with the first team, and that can only be a good thing. Hopefully we've already had previous Man City players come up here and do well. Jeremy Frimpong, he's now at Liverpool, he's now their starting right back. Jason Denayer, who came up on a straight loan like Jahmai, done very well. Some of them say he's one of the better centre-backs Celtic have had in recent times. Patrick Roberts, he was here for a few seasons all on straight loans, and he done exceptionally well at that right wing. We've had players that have came from there and done very well. Hopefully Jahmai Simpson-Pusey, and yes it's Pusey, is the next one to do well from the Man City Academy. Will this be a transfer that's popular amongst the fans? I think there's a lot of frustration if you were to look online, and that comes from other transfers. That comes from the lack of activity in general. This comes from the lack of excitement in transfers, because the only one we're really excited in is this right winger from Go Ahead Eagles, and we're offering like 1/5 of his transfer value at the first offer. We then got like 250k on the second offer, and the max we've got is like half the player's value after 3 offers. It's embarrassing. They're literally being reported in Holland that they're laughing the offers out the door from Celtic, and we might lose the chance to sign him to FC Twente, which is embarrassing because we should be levelled above a club like FC Twente. And that's why there's frustration amongst the fan base. So it's not aimed at Jahmai. There will be some moaning being like, oh, but he's not this experienced player, he's not this level of player, we don't know what level he's truly at. But that's almost like an excitement in itself, is he could be more than good enough for Celtic. He could be almost too good for Celtic for all we know. He's a really highly rated prospect, and that's why Man City haven't added an option to buy or obligation, as we know. Player of the Year in Premier League 2, a prospect that has made a handful of appearances for the first team. That can only be a good thing. He's trained with really good players, and hopefully is a very good loan signing for Celtic. And if it works out well, hopefully we can try and buy him next summer and end the search for trying to find a good enough partner for Cameron Carter Vickers. Thanks for watching, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.